for you, specifically for those students who are joining on 6th of December. Now, we have two variety of students here, both elite engineers as well as WLP scholars. Now, we will take you through certain slides and also explain you about the next process and what kind of communications you can expect in coming days from the pros team. Without further ado, let me bring up a small video which will give you a glimpse about how Wipro has grown and what are values which has helped us become one of the largest IT company in the world. Let me bring up that video for you.
Nazeeb, we can't hear the sound.
Najib, the audio, you don't have the audio.
All right, just give me a second. Let me reshare.
You have to do.
So I select on include the computer sound, right? But I did that.
Share system sound, yes.
Okay, I think it should be fine now. All right, that was a small video about the growth of the organization. Now, most of you students, I think, have been part of the revised compensation sessions, which we've taken you through in previous weeks. Now, I'd like to quickly give you a glance about what exactly is the revised compensation for both elite engineers as well as WLP scholars. Now we've come up with a comprehensive compensation plan, which has helped which has helped us to curate this whole program for a long-term tenure at Wipro. Now, for elite engineers, when you join the organization, the salary package is going to be 3.5. Now, upon completing 6 months, you get a joining bonus of 25K, which gets merged with your CTC and it becomes 3.75, right? Now, after 18 months, along with your merit-based salary increase, upon that, you also get an increment of 4.2 lakh, and you can also make up to 4.8 depending on your performance every year. Now, after 2 years, along with your again merit salary increase, you might get a compensation of 4.8 and up to 6 lakh, depending on your performance again. Now we've already gone through this whole compensation PPT earlier in previous compensation sessions. Now we'll quickly glance you through the program which we've curated for you, and then we'll come up with other kind of questions which you have in mind. So please park all your questions in the at the end of the session. Write in your questions in the Q&A. We will take them up at the end of the session. Okay. Now, as I was saying, after 2 years, your salary increase will be between 4.8 to 6 lakh, depending on your performance. Now, again, after 3 years, along with your merit salary increase in every June, you can make up to 9.5, and the minimum will be 7 lakh per annum. Right? All these again. Also, along with that, you also get joining bonuses. Sorry, performance bonuses. For 6 months, you get up to 25K, and after 18 months, you can make up to 75K. Minimum would be 25K again. Now, again, after 24 months, there's a lot of chance of getting a bonus between 50 to 1 lakh. Now, after 36 months, you also get a bonus again between 2 lakh to 25K. All these again are periodic performance bonuses. Now, you also get yearly increments, right? Merit salary increase in every year in the month of June. Along with this, you also get a comprehensive training program. You can use our L&D tools to get enrolled and upskill yourself. We have trainers who will help you, take you through all the training programs which you are interested in, or if you want to upskill after a certain level of tenure in the organization. All right, moving to the next slide, which is going to be specifically for WLP scholars. Now, when you join the organization, you join as a scholar and you get a stipend every year. Right, the first year you get 15.488. That is your first stipend. Now, the second year you get 17. There's an increase in your stipend, which becomes 17 change. And the year 3, your stipend becomes 19 change. And the fourth year, you get 23,000, right? Now, along with this, you also get MTech course, right? Specifically for our WLP scholars from BITS Pilani. Now, all these education cost is borne by Wipro. Additional to this, you also get medical expenses up to 15,000 per annum. Along with that, you also get a book allowances, which is 22,500 per annum. Now, what you have to do is you have to work with us as a trainee from Monday to Friday and do your classes on your weekends. I think that's again is going to be alternative weekends, right? Along with this, you also get joining bonus of 75,000 as a joining bonus, right? Now, once you complete your MTech, what really happens, right? You join Wipro as a B2 level, and you get your salary increase to 6 lakh rupees per annum. And after that, for the first year, along with that, you get a joining bonus of 1 lakh to 1.5 after completing of 1 year, which gets merged with your CTC and becomes 7 to 7.5 lakh per annum, right? Now, again, you also have merit salary increase in the month of June every year. Now, upon that, your salary increase could be between 8.4 to 9.75, which will be for the second year. And the next third year, it's going to be 9.5 lakh to 12 lakh. Right? You also have periodic performance bonuses. For the first 12 months, you get 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh. Now, that's again depending on your performance, the bonus range differs. Right? Again, the next 24 months, upon completing 24 months, the bonus will be 1 lakh to 1.5 again, which is actually a merging bonus, and your CTC increases there. And the 36th month, that is completing 3 years, again, there's one more bonus, periodic performance bonus, which will be between 1 lakh to 1.5. All right, that's about the WLP Scholar trainings. All these bonuses have a lock-in period of 24 months and will merge with CTC at the end of the year, right? So upon successful completion of your MTech course, as I said, your band will be revised to B2, and this policy is subject to revision of organization discretion. So all these bonuses again are depending on your performance rating. It varies from each individual. So all the best and perform well. And let's move on to the next PPT slide. Now these are some certain required documents for both non-engineering and engineering category. If you want, you can make a note of all these documents which are needed, right? And yeah, in case if you've not applied for your graduation mark sheets or your PDC, please do apply and get all those documents ready. I'm sure everybody has uploaded all these documents. PAN card is must. Please ensure that you all have applied for PAN card and get a copy of that and upload it on the system. Let me give it a minute on this slide. If you want to make a note of this documents, you can do that. Now, what is further process? What can you expect, and what is the next step after this, session? Now, you all have accepted offer letters, right? And I hope everybody has downloaded a copy of offer letter, which is needed for bank formalities, bank account opening formalities. Please ensure that you have downloaded the copy of your offer letter. Now we're doing a campus connect and a quick session for you to understand if you're facing any issues as such. After this session, we will also roll out a survey to understand your interest in joining us. Right. We also have a pre-connect session planned for you, which Alan will give you more information about what's going to be the pre-connect session. This is majorly about filling your documents and all the forms required forms. And post that on decided date of joining, you will be reporting virtually, right? And upon completing onboarding and joining formalities, you will also go through a 4-week training program. Okay. Now, what's in for you? I'm sure everybody are interested in some of the extracurricular activities, right? And at Wipro, we have a lot of opportunities for you. Currently, we're doing all these sessions virtually, right? And people who are dance and music enthusiastic can be part of these kind of sessions. We also have official rock band at Wipro and some other unofficial rock bands which participate in some live events. So pre-pandemic, all these events used to happen at our campuses, but now we've been doing live events, virtual live events. And we also have certain employee benefit programs and some kind of engagement activities where you can be part of, like film screening, dance workshop, book reading, photography, etc. I'm sure most of you have these questions in mind, right? I'll give it a minute to read through all these pointers, which are quite important, right? So offer letter accepting is very important. Please also download a copy of that, as I said. And last 2 semester and provisional degree certificates can be submitted within 90 days from your date of joining. Most of you, I understand, you have not got your final certificates yet, right? So we give a grace period after joining, and please ensure that you collect this from your colleges and submit that. We also provide, the laptop, everything, and the joining formalities will be closed, all right, virtually. I'm sure all of you have received certain links to, fill in your details and your forms, etc. Please complete that as well if you have not done. Now, during your, joining formalities, you'll have to use a QR code to give your attendance. Alan will explain you more about it. Now, kindly be on time for your, joining formalities and the reporting, virtual reporting, and ensure that you give your attendance virtually. Right now, in case some of you might have completed your semesters with backlogs, right? And have not completed those backlog subjects, please ensure that you have all those documents, completed the final result, certificates, everything, because if anybody has an active backlog, we may not be able to onboard you on that specific date of joining unless you furnish those certificates. Right, so that's about it. Alan, over to you. Now, in case if you have any questions, please start writing it in the chat box. We will take those questions one by one and resolve your queries and questions.
Yeah, Najib, thank you for that, and I'll be addressing questions regarding joining forms once the candidates ask. Yeah, if they have any issues regarding the documents or regarding joining forms, we'll be addressing that here.
Sure. So, Alan, if you can, elaborate more about the next process, what exactly will be happening? Now, all these students, assuming they've accepted offers and uploaded all the documents, everything, right? Now, any key pointers which they have to remember while they report or they join those, joining formalities sessions, which is going to happen?
Okay. So one important thing is, I believe there are candidates who were previous postponement candidates, right? Whom we have called recently. So those candidates who have already filled the joining forms, I would request them not to do anything because your old data might be reflecting. In that case, if in the joining forms, if the old data, that is your previous date of joining is reflecting or previous data is reflecting, we request you not to fill the joining forms. So the next process as such is what I would say is your joining is on 6th. So all of you in this call would be receiving a mail to fill the joining forms and will be receiving mail to fill the joining forms. So once you receive the mail to fill the joining forms, I request all of you not to fill it then and there itself. If you have any doubt, do not fill it. We will be helping you out in a pre-connect session that will be that will be starting from tomorrow onwards. So we've already sent out a mail to a set of candidates in WILP batch, that is the Scholar Trainee batch. You would be joining the pre-connect session tomorrow, and we'll be addressing each and every one of you on how to fill the joining forms and things like that. Okay. I'm pretty sure all these 1,000 candidates would not have received that mail for the pre-connect. We are sending out as batches, and you'll be getting it in 1 or 2 days for sure. And the next thing is the pre-connect session will be a session where we'll be addressing you on each and every step as to how to fill the joining forms, how to upload the documents in background verification and everything. It's a clear-cut session helping you out in doing what you're supposed to do. And we will be getting communication on that as such. And yes, Najib.
Yeah. So there's a question about I didn't get offer letter, but I got induction mail and onboarding mail as well. Will I get my offer letter? Shri, how can they see their offer letter? Because I think we've already released their offer letter, is what I understand. Without their offer letter, I don't think we are sending out induction and onboarding mail.
Right, Najib. So there might be a chance, as I said, that the offer letter might have gone to the spam and the candidate wouldn't have seen the mail or something else would have happened in that scenario. I'll just ping the email ID and whoever is that, please try to make sure that search with this particular email ID. And meanwhile, if you can let us know the resume number, we'll check from the backend as well.
All right.
Also,
sorry, Alan, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Also, if you're using a Gmail account, instead of spam, there will be 3 tabs called personal, social, and promotion. Your joining form mail as well as your offer mail might go to the promotions tab. You can refer to the promotions tab as well as your spam tab. We'll be sharing the email ID as Sri told. Please check in all these tabs. You would get it.
Correct. So Shri is going to paste the subject and the email from which you might have received your offer letter. Please search it with that email ID. I'm sure you missed it in somewhere in spam or junk box. All right. The next question is, I have received the offer letter, but the location is not mentioned in that particular letter. When will Wipro inform us regarding the location of posting? Shri, would you have an answer for this?
Najib, the offer letter will not mention the location. But once you get the joining form, in the joining form, your location will be mentioned. So please wait for the joining form mail, which asks you to fill the joining forms. And in the joining forms, the location of posting will be mentioned. Do not worry about it.
Got it. Okay. Thank you, Alan. The next question, I think I can take this. We've got one more mail about event date, clearly mentioned 24th November, but time is 16:30, which is happening today. So there is another session which is planned for students who did not accept the offer letter or could be LOI not accepted. For those students, we've already scheduled a session in the evening. But if you've already accepted, you need not join that session. Okay, moving on. There's a question about PJP. I'm assuming this is about training program. So this happens only once you've onboarded. Resume number is 2903945. There's no name. So please wait for that. You will receive communications regarding your training session.
Najib, also the candidate can drop a mail to pjp.head. They would have already got a mail from pjp.head. For any questions regarding PJP, you can drop a mail directly to that particular email ID. Candidate would know the email ID because they would have already got that communication from PJP team.
Okay. What is the email ID, Alan? If you can.
I'll just check and I'll get back to you.
Sure. There's a question about I postponed my joining to November 29, but you're saying that this is for December 6 joining. Will you please clarify? Okay. So, Sai, this is a session specifically for 6 December. We have an upcoming onboarding batch, which is joining on 6 December. We have pre-connect sessions, everything planned before that. So, yeah. So I don't know if you want to postpone it because anyways, the December 6th is the joining date.